To check out the entire show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. Right now, let's get to work. We have a nice looking card, 9 games on the docket. We are going to start 7 p.m. Eastern. Cleveland Cavaliers 4-2, 2-1 on the road at the Orlando Magic, 4-2, 1-2 at home. Amway Center, Orlando, Florida. The Cavs right now at FanDuel are 4.5-point dogs, and they have not put up a total at this point. This is the lone game that's not up at Circa Sports, so we don't have a total. We just have the Cavs as 4.5-point dogs. Cavs pace so far this year, 23rd in the NBA at 100.11 possessions a game. Magic 5th at 103.92 possessions a game. We'll start with the Cavs. Snapped their 2-game losing streak with a 96-91 win at Atlanta on Saturday night. Sexton went for 27 points. He's averaging 26 on the season. Andre Drummond went for 12 points, 11 boards. JaVale McGee came off the bench, went for 14 points, 9 boards, and 4 assists. They have 7 guys averaging 9+ points a game. They're hitting 46.3% from the field. They're getting distribution this year. That could change. They're averaging 26.2 assists per game. That could change because Darius Garland, who's been a key part of that distribution, day-to-day with a shoulder injury. Kevin Love out 3 to 4 weeks with a calf injury. Now let's get to the Magic. After winning 4 straight to start the season, Magic have lost 2 straight, both at home. First versus the Sixers on Thursday night, then on Saturday night, 108-99 versus the Thunder. Fournier didn't play against the Thunder due to back spasms. He remains day-to-day and is questionable to go. After opening the season so strong, we talked about it, Markelle Fultz, I don't believe in him. He's now averaging 10.6 points a game over his last 3. Vucevic has been a monster, though. Last 3 games averaging 25.7 points, 11 boards, 3.3 assists, and he's turned the ball over just twice in those 3 games. Terrence Ross missed the Sixers' loss with a strained hamstring. He came back and scored 26 points off the bench against the Thunder. He's averaging 22 points per game, and he's proving to be a very valuable 6th man. I did edit that sentence because I did write this guy could be the 6th man of the year. And I was like, no, fuck that. And I edited it to proving to be a very valuable 6th man. All right, let's go Trot Wham. We have the Cavs 4.5-point dogs starting the year 4-2. Take it away, Trot.
Yeah, last time we were on them, man. I like the Cavs again in this spot. A lot of that has to do with this Orlando team, man. They're kind of being against the grain, hard-headed. One of those kids, my apologies if it's a little messed up there. One of those kids that's just out there in the streets that's not trying to do what their parents are telling them. Everyone is shooting threes out here. The Hawks are shooting threes. Everybody's shooting threes. These guys are shooting contested 2s in games and having a terrible shooting percentage at that. And Terrence Ross, person you said coming in hot, he's saying, well, everybody got to keep shooting. He coming out here with the quotes after the game saying everyone needs to keep shooting. It seems like that's going to be what Cliff preached to these guys as well. We want to get the percentages back up. Like you said, man, I don't think this is going to be able to happen against this team that the Cavs, bro, they've been putting down a lot of defense as of late. A lot of people are not respecting that. And it showed in this Atlanta Hawks game. They allowed those guys to, I believe, score only 35 points in the second half. So 35 points in the second half holding the Atlanta Hawks, that's a tough task. I know they didn't have Gallinari. I know Rondo wasn't in that game. But that gave me enough indication that, man, maybe we need to be back in the Cavs again. I like them being the underdog here. I'm going to take the +4.5. I might sprinkle the money line. Stay tuned. Wow. Follow Trot Wham on Twitter, man. Y'all know what it is.
Wham, +4.5 at -110 on the Cavs. Wow. So we both lost on the Cavs on December 29th. I ended up going 4-3 that day, +0.70 units. We both lost on the Cavs, and Wham shows no fear and goes right back to them. Ballsy. Let's hear what Dutch Boy Fresh had to say. Cavs Magic, take it away.
Yeah, I'm a little more scary than Wham. Both sides, honestly, to be truthful. The Magic play gritty so far. They've had a couple of hiccups. The Cavs, from really the get, I like everything I've seen. They do have some injuries. I like the kid Sexton. My dude Drummond, man, he gets every damn board that's on the rim. You know what I mean? If you break, he getting it. But both sides, I feel like flip a coin and we can, you know what I mean? And let's go right here. There's more games for me to choose from. I'm not mad at Wham's play at all. But I definitely like what I seen for Vujicic. I like that dude a lot. Him and Drummond, good matchup. But like in Garland, if Garland's out, that's a big key. But awfully Fournier, he's really the only shooter in that starting lineup for Orlando. So him being out, I believe Michael Carter Williams is the backup. To me, that screams more of a underlook there because I don't really see any shooting on the court if Fournier's out, like I mentioned, and you got you got Markelle Fultz out there. He ain't no shooter. Terrence Ross, he's real streaky. He can catch fire, but in Jimmy's eye, he's shooting for the 6th man of the year. So
That's why he took it off, though. He took it off because this might be an under game. It might be a bad showing.
Yeah.
Let me take this shit off.
He remembered Levert's over there in Brooklyn, so he's like, "Hold up, let me ease up on this boy Terrence." No, but honestly, both teams are real scrappy, and I think this could be a good game to watch. It'll probably come down to the last couple possessions, but I'm just gonna lay off this. I don't like anything from either side, to be honest with you, Jim.
I think this is a good spot. I know Fournier is likely not in the lineup, but I think this is a good number on the Magic at just 4.5 points. They've lost 2 straight. They're not happy. It helps that they've lost 2 straight. They're played a good club in the Sixers. They had, no answer when they played the Sixers, no answer for a beat, and then they lose to the Thunder. In shocking fashion, a shocking second half.
Which they did beat, a couple nights before, and they go back and then they lose. But I believe, the Thunder rested players too. So,
what I would say, though, the reason why I like the Cavs as much, because I only gave y'all a snippet there. I like Isaac Okoro coming back as well. It looks like he's going to be available within one of these 2 games. Him coming back in this game is a big jump as far as their offensive rating. They're with him on the court. It's at 117 offensive rating. Without him, they're at 102 offensive rating. That's a big swing to me. And hearing quotes from JB Burgerstaff, which I told you guys last time, I believe they believe in this coach. He says that he makes him feel comfortable out there just by the way he plays because he's doing the right things on the field. And being one of those wing defenders, I like this play. I like you said, Jimmy, we got burned on them, though. We got burned on them. And it started off with them losing that, only allowing 19 points in the first quarter. Scoring 19 points in the first quarter in that game. So they started off super slow. They did try to lock it down. The defense is what's going to be key in this game, I believe, especially seeing that Orlando is just, like I said, being hard-headed, not shooting any threes. And as far as this team points per game, they're like number 1 in points per game, the Cavs. So I like them to take over the paint, bro. So Vucevic, he might be in a little trouble, I believe.
I think Vucci will have a tough time with the bigs for the Cavs. I just think this is a nice spot to take the Magic early. And if there's no Garland, the under has to be.
I love that under.
Play.
With Fournier out too. With Fournier out too.
The Cavs under hit last 4 times too, bro. It just looks only right.
The only thing with Orlando is who's gonna get the buckets when you need them. I guess it's got to go Vucci or Terrence Ross, really.
I feel you. It's dangerous backing this Magic team without not knowing who's going to put the ball in the bucket. Right. Without Fournier out there, it's dangerous backing this Magic squad. We saw that against the Thunder. But I think they're an angry group after 2 straight losses. And I'm going to take Magic first half when that becomes available, regardless. And then I will take the under if Darius is out. We have Wham on the Cavs at +4.5 at -110. And Dutch, you are staying off this spot?
Yes, sir. Do you have a line on the under?
No. Yeah, give me that under 2, bro. Give me that under 2.
You want that under 2? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to do that as soon as that becomes available. No. And it's nice for those of you betting the legal licensed sports books in America because usually you'd have to wait till the offshores are in business. We have nothing from the offshores, but we do have FanDuel already up and at 'em with this 4.5. So we'll see what the total is from FanDuel as soon as that comes out. All right, let's keep rolling. That is the first game on the card, 7 p.m. Eastern, Cavaliers, Orlando Magic. We have Wham on the Cavs and the under. Now, Wham, is that with the caveat that Darius Garland has to be out of the lineup?
Now, if Darius Garland is out of the lineup, obviously you want to wait for that news to come out. But I like this with him being in the lineup and with Isaac Okoro coming in as well. I think that makes the biggest impact on them actually hitting this money line. Because honestly, when it's this tight as far as the spread, I'm looking money line, to be honest with you, just because it's a bigger score. Dan Kelly taught us well. You know, Peter Loshak, these guys taught us well as far as being able to figure out where your angle is. And I think the money line is a good spot in here because it's a team that, like you said, the Orlando Magic, who is going to score the ball. So if you have that question alone, you know, you might want to go on the other side and take the big score on that side.